Happy Thursday. Welcome to the NBA Prop Show presented by LineStar. We've got your top 3 NBA player prop bets for today that are available on all of our partner sites like Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Parlay Play, wherever you place your bets. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. Let's get it rolling here on this Thirsty Thursday. See if we can go out there, win ourselves some beverage money. Yesterday, Tyler, I did kind of a one-pick Wednesday, if you will, and that one pick did not cash for us. The good news, however, is that because of our contest, we get to give some money out today because that entry on Chalkboard did not cash. The randomly selected commenter who wins $20 is going to be Firefighter Dave, who commented yesterday. Thank you for capping. Firefighter Dave, please comment on today's video so we can get in touch with you to get you your winnings. In the meantime, everyone else, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below for your chance to enter into our prop bets contest once again today. If we give out a losing entry on Chalkboard for today, one randomly selected commenter will win $20, just like Firefighter Dave did today. However, I'm feeling confident. We've finally got a full slate of games. All-Star break's over. We are back in business here on this Thursday. Feels good to be back, but we started the day off with some pretty devastating news if you're a Spurs fan or just a fan of the NBA in general. Wemby out for this season. Tyler, that's crazy. What are your thoughts?
Man, it's sad, right? Anytime you see a big time star dealing with something, it's a bummer, especially one with, the ceiling that he has. And
Yes.
you got to feel for the Spurs, got to feel for the fans, hope the best for him. But yeah, it's definitely not fun with him.
Diagnosed deep vein thrombosis, essentially blood clots in his shoulder. So luckily they caught it, and hopefully he can get the treatment that he needs to get back on track and be back out on the court again soon. In the meantime, though, Tyler, I did look up some stats. Do you know who gets the biggest usage bump with Wemby out so far this season? It's actually probably not who you expect.
Well,
I'm talking in terms of percentage, like who gets the biggest percentage bump in usage.
The thing is that it really doesn't. All of the old numbers don't really matter because that's pretty much without Fox.
That's true. That is a good point. But
Fox
it's CP3, by the way.
Wrinkle in it, for them, and I would expect his usage just to be absolutely insane down the stretch.
Well, that's an area we'll probably end up targeting at some point. Not today, though. We've got 3 other great picks for you. As always, make sure to check out our partner apps and that LineStar apps and that Props AI tool that's been helping us out tremendously this season. We're at about a 57% success rate this season. So that means we're in the money. We've been banking some money. So let's keep the money train rolling here with that Props AI tool as always. And our Chalkboard app, we're going to give out an entry from Chalkboard. Today's entry is a Jason Tatum special. He just has to clear 0.5 points for today, and then we'll pair that with our favorite prop of the day, which is the one we're going to start here with, and that's going to be Atlanta Hawks new guard Caris LeVert over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. LineStar's projection is all the way at 30, so a significant edge here to the over. LeVert's been averaging 17.3 points, rebounds, assists over the course of the season. However, he's on a new squad and has been making the most of it, averaging 25.6 PRA. Just 3 games, so it's a very small sample size to really extract anything from. In that first game was just 15 minutes, but it seems like he's getting a ton of usage, even though it's a tougher matchup today for him going up against Orlando, which second in opponent points per game. It's a tough defense. However, given the volume he's seeing out there and just what do you expect from him for today?
Hi. So, we got the whole situation flip, right? He's in Atlanta now, out of Cleveland, and the role that he's taking is just a little bit different. I think he's more of the true 6-man with Atlanta, taking on more of that DeAndre Hunter role that he's had over there. And with that comes some changes for him. I think he's rebounding the ball a little harder. I think he's scoring a little bit more. And as far as his minutes, they've been up. So he's had 2 games where he's been kind of fully ingrained in their system. He played 32 minutes one game, 35 the next. And the thing that I think is important about this is that he is closing the game. And so he's playing big, important minutes. And with that, I think, he's in a very interesting spot. So far with Atlanta, it is a small sample size. but he's at 26.4 points per 100. His rebounding is at 11.8 points per 100. That is up from 5.6 points per 100 with
Yeah.
Cleveland. So that is a dramatic increase.
Yeah.
Now, some of that is probably just a small sample size, but I think it does show a little bit that he is, more active on the glass for this team. And then his assists are actually slightly down. So it definitely shows, he's doing a little different of a role, but I think these are some things that we should keep watching. And I think this 21.5 line is just way too low for how much he's on the court, how much they're using him, and the pace of play with Atlanta is just way higher. So there's more opportunities for rebounding, score points, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right. So that's the pick that we're going to pair and play on Chalkboard for today. We actually were able to get that at 20.5 points, rebounds, assists on Chalkboard, pairing it with that Tatum entry. So that's the one we're rolling with today on Chalkboard. You could tail us there if you'd like. If we do not cash that for whatever reason, we will give a randomly selected commenter $20. We'll announce that on tomorrow's show. So make sure you tune back in tomorrow. That's the key to gain your access to those winnings if you are the randomly selected commenter. And again, you got to like, subscribe, comment below to enter into that. Next up, let's go to the Milwaukee Bucks. And even though Dame Lillard was not able to accomplish the three-peat in the three-point contest, we're going to him today because he's in a great spot. We're going over on 25.5 points. LineStar's projection for Dame is 34.7. And Lillard's averaging about 25.8 points per game over the course of the season, over this 25.5 mark, 6 of the last 10 games. The key factor here is, guess who's questionable on the injury report? It's Giannis, and also Andre Jackson is listed as questionable, while Portis is also out. Going up against the Clippers, they're 5th in points to opposing point guards, but given the injury report, Dame could see plenty of volume and could take on that lead scorer role for the Bucks today. What do you think?
Yeah, so Giannis, let's just dig into this Giannis situation. He missed 5 of 6 going into the All-Star break, didn't play for the All-Star game. And I would say while he has, the Q tag, just like Lillard does right now, I would say he is very, very questionable. The thing is that they're also on a back-to-back. It's a muscle injury. It's a calf situation. And with the back-to-back, I could easily see them sitting him today, letting him play tomorrow, unless he's 100%. If he's 100%, maybe he just plays the back-to-back. But I would think that if that's the case, he would have at least been probable by now. And so that's the one thing where I do think Giannis is very, very questionable. We dig into the spot a little bit. Lillard, the last 20 games, is averaging 26.5. So he's right at this line, or right over this line that we're at. And then his points per 100 without Giannis goes up to 43.2 per 100. So he is a main focal point of, points for the Bucks. And I think this line, if Giannis is out, is way too low. If Giannis is in, I think the line is still probably a tad low just because Lillard's continually getting over it as it is. It's not the easiest spot in the world for the Clippers, but I think Lillard is a player that really doesn't matter the matchup too much.
I loved, by the way, this has nothing to do with this prop, but I don't know if you saw that he went up against a fan with the Mr. Beast contest in the middle of halftime. And I had a question for you. Do you think Dame was purposely missing those shots at half court to give the other fan opportunity to make his one half court shot that he had to make before Dame made 3? Or do you think he actually tried? Because I personally think he was missing on purpose.
I don't know if I would say totally missing on purpose. I think he did try to elongate the the chance to give the guy his chances, but I don't think he his misses were totally on purpose. I think there's some that he tried.
Well, the fan ended up winning $100,000, so either way, it was a cool contest to see. All-Star festivities, though, behind us. So let's round off this list here of our prop bets for today with our third player prop bet. And that's going to be our guy, Karl Anthony Towns, over 27.5 points. LineStar's projection is around 28.5. And Cat's averaging 24.7 this season. He's only gone over 2 of the last 10 games. However, he's in kind of a smash spot today, going up against the Bulls, who are 28th in points to opposing centers. The Knicks are also going to be without Josh Hart for today. He's listed as out, and OG Anunoby is listed as questionable. So in that case, liking Cat's spot today, especially given the matchup here against the Bulls. Tyler, what do you make of Cat's spot for today?
I mean, it's just a amazing spot. This is a team that he has really taken it to the Bulls this season. He scored 46 and 48 points in the 2 games versus the Bulls this year. He went for 33 against them last year. So it's a matchup versus Vucevic that he could absolutely dominate. And now you also have no Hart. And without Hart, he's averaging 38.2 points per 100. The 2 biggest boosts without Hart on the court go to Brunson and Cat. So essentially, those guys just do more work without Hart on the court. And I like the spot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great spot for Cat. My only concern here, as I told you before the show, was I was watching the All-Star game, and I was particularly concerned because I saw him limping a little bit. He's not on the injury report, though, so I feel like if he's good to go and he's healthy, he always has been dealing with nagging knee injury. Remember, he had that, I believe it was torn meniscus last season around this time. So I'm just hoping, that he is good to go. He also is dealing with a bone chip in his thumb, but he's been able to play through that. That's kind of like one of those lingering things that he's just going to be playing through the rest of the season. But he still can hit threes, so that's all we need him to do. Especially, that's a kind of a key point of this Knicks offense is making sure he can get some threes to draw the deep defenders out and stuff. I think he'll be able to do that against the Bulls today. Great spot. So we're going to roll with Cat here today. Not mad about it. Never mad about a Knicks prop, but those are our 3 for today: LeVert, Lillard, and Cat. If you've got any locks for us, as always, drop them below. Let us know what you're rolling with today here on this Thirsty Thursday. Just glad NBA is back. Good luck, everybody, in all of your prop betting endeavors. Remember our contest entry for today. We're going to roll with that Jason Tatum over 0.5 special on Chalkboard, plus pairing that with LeVert over 20 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. So you could tail us there if you'd like. Remember, if you do download Chalkboard for the first time, make sure to use the promo code LineStar so you can get a nice deposit match of up to $100. Plus, you'll also get 1 free month of LineStar. So it's a great deal to take advantage of. And as always, check out that Props AI tool on the LineStar app to help you find the best value in the prop market. Happy betting for today. As always, bet responsibly, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.